Alright, I thought I'd just review Parallel Mothers. Just go right ahead and do that. Stars Penélope Cruz as one of the mothers, and the other mother's, her name was Hanise, I think? Hannah? No. It was Hanise, I think, and the other mother's name was Anna. Oh, and it starts out with her like trying to dig up this mass grave to find and locate the bodies for the families from a war that happened in Spain not too long ago. And the person she like looks up to dig up these graves, she ends up sleeping with him. Then it like immediately cuts to her giving birth in the hospital with this other mother, Anna, and they both kind of start to suspect that maybe their babies were switched in the hospital, or they're not the ones they had. She does a paternity test and discovers that her baby's not her own. Hannes does, but then when she like comes back to Anna, she discovers that Anna's baby died. So she decides to keep it a secret and keep the baby. This is a foreign language film, which I'm a bit surprised by, because I guess not until recently Oscar movies, foreign language films tended to just stay in the foreign language category, sometimes maybe a technical award or a music award or a music nomination. I mean, nominations, not awards, but like they might get one here and there, but like ever since Parasite won Best Picture, I guess all bets are off pretty much. Just because like this is not up for Best Foreign Film. It is up for Best Actress and Best Original Score, I believe. I started watching this not really thinking I was going to like it very much. It felt kind of like a Spanish soap opera at first, except not as good as Spanish soap operas, but then it started taking these kind of turns, and with it like the tone of the movie slowly started to shift until it was basically a psychological thriller with Penelope Cruz's character like kind of slowly going insane as she's like being tortured by as she realized that this isn't her baby and her baby died. But as that's happening, she's also getting like closer to Anna. In the end, they kind of get romantically entangled. But it was a very interesting film. I enjoyed it quite a bit, which I was surprised by, just because like on the surface, just explaining that to my YouTube audience at this point, it doesn't sound like it would really be that interesting, but they make it like very captivating throughout almost the entire movie. And the acting was amazing. And also like, even though it was a foreign film, like it kept me captivated the whole way through. I mean, I kind of kept forgetting that I was reading subtitles and kept like bringing out my phone and be like, all right, I have to look back at the screen. But I was just like that into it pretty much. And it was really intense too, like the whole way through, even though it's like kind of stuff is just happening, like even when she's just like trying to get saliva to do a paternity test, stuff that like really wouldn't be that interesting, they make it like really intense, and discovering this information is like a very emotional experience for her. I think they do a really good job of like demonstrating just how mind-boggling such an event could be, like having your baby actually switched at the hospital and then discovering that your baby died, and like, just seeing kind of what lengths she goes. I'm glad it doesn't devolve into anything that's like a horror movie or anything. It felt like it could have done that at one point. It actually does have a pretty good ending, I think, and like it makes sense. It almost feels like it's based on a book or something, but I don't think it is. Just in how the story ebbs and flows, I guess, throughout the film's runtime. Just in that it felt very much like reading a novel, kind of. There were definitely points where it was just like, and now this is the next chapter, and everything like that. But yeah, I would say this is a very good movie, and I think I'm going to rate it now, because I think I've run out of things to say. I think. But I really enjoyed it. It surprised me. So even though I didn't like it at first, or I thought I wasn't going to like it at first, it like really surprised me at how much I did like it by the end. So I'm going to forgive it for that, because that wasn't that the movie was bad. That's just that I didn't think I was going to like it. That was kind of my fault. It's not that the movie was bad during that first part. It's just that I don't think I really got it just yet. Because at first it felt like these are very small, unimportant things once getting to the good stuff, but really that small, unimportant stuff was the good stuff. I just didn't get it yet. Oh, I do have a complaint, and that's that there's a B plot. Like I said at the beginning, she's like trying to dig up these mass graves for the families, but aside from like referencing it here and there and having something at the end where they finally do dig up the bodies, it didn't really have anything else to do with the movie. It just felt like it was a plot from another movie that just collided with this movie. I still enjoyed that plot line, but it really didn't mesh well with the other plot line. It was just kind of a strange addition to the movie. But maybe that was added for some political reason that I don't understand, because I don't live in Spain. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm going to remove a point for that, though, just because it doesn't flow that well, and ultimately I'll give this a 9 out of 10. So yeah, I guess that's it. Like and subscribe, and feel free to suggest anything you would like me to review, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I assume you'll all be here.